I'm back from Tokyo, and we've got a lot of news to talk about, so let's get right into it. My name is Evan, welcome to the Fuse News. This is episode 292. Summoner's War got a fresh coat of paint and a new update, and it's very much a quality of life focused update, but probably the coolest thing that came with it are the Summoner's War original monsters for the most recent collab. The Exorcist Association families are going to be replacing the JJK units from the last collaboration. And honestly, they look so sick. I talked about this on stream, but probably my favorite part about these units is that they preserve the thematic feel of the collaboration source material. So it's like, even if you're still a fan of the series, if you miss the collaboration and you summon one of these units, they still have the heart and soul of the characters. They all look fantastic. Their aesthetic is great. Their skill animations are great. But I gotta point out, the Exorcist Association fighters have the most normal names that I've ever seen. Like, they're up there with the Weapon Masters and some of the Sky Surfers, you know, from the people who brought you Liam and John and Carlos. It's Rick and Mark and Guy. We've officially run out of names. But like I hinted at earlier, the quality of life improvements come after the announcement of the Exorcist Association monsters, including a few notable improvements to those rune advanced settings from last time. You can now select 2 stats for your main properties on your slot selection. And this is really helpful for if you're at a state of the game where maybe you want your Verd to potentially be ruined on crit damage, but you're not quite sure if you can make it, so you're okay with crit rate being slot 4 instead. I can see the same being true with something like an Etna or something, or a Diana, but all of that is purely looking at it from a perspective of like crit rate and crit damage on slot 4. Frankly, this could be useful in a number of situations. It's like, do I want my Abellio on slot 6 HP or defense, you know? And we also got some reward improvements for like Tartarus Labyrinth as well as the Monster Subjugation. If you want to read the full patch notes, I'll have it linked in the description below. You know, forget summer, spring, and fall. It's all about Sky Fever season, baby. It just keeps getting better and better. We got another event in the events page right now. It's the Lucky Wheel event. And frankly, that title is just so evocative, I probably could stop there. You already know what you're doing in this event, but I'll describe it anyway. By accomplishing missions within the page, you'll get wheel tickets, and you can exchange those for spins on the wheel. I'm very pleased to announce that the missions are quite simple. All you gotta do is spend energy or play an arena or RTA. Then you'll be able to spin for rewards like mana energy, scrolls, and runes, and of course, there's milestone rewards. And probably the most notable of the bunch is a Devilmon. Have y'all taken a trip over to the Come To Us online store recently? Because as of the end of October, there have been some cool new items added to the shop. So even if you haven't checked it out since then, I'd recommend just taking a glance. I've got the link to the store down in the description down below. I'm partial to the Devilmon hoodie, and of course I love every single desk mat they've ever made. They make great playmats. We still have a stream in a couple hours if you're watching at the time of release, and today it's going to be a World Finals review along with some 2v2 with me, Stoic, Thompson, and Seppi. Notably, the stream is going to be at a different time. Instead of 11 a.m., it's at 4 p.m. Pacific. So if you'd normally come at 11 a.m., whatever time it is, just come 5 hours later. Daddy's home, and we talk about him in this SWC Monster Spotlight. That's it for the episode, guys, and it is Friday, my dudes, so make sure to pick up your 5-star Rainbowmon and Devilmon from their respective shops. Keep on farming, and I'll see you right back here next week for episode 293. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.